Nothing moves without heat. The stars burn, the blood flows, the mind dreams, all because something wants. Desire is the fire that keeps the universe alive. It is the engine of life, and sometimes the source of suffering. Welcome to the inner mind. Today we'll walk into the flame, exploring the nature of desire, what it gives, what it takes, and what happens when we start asking it, why? Desire begins in the smallest spark: hunger, curiosity, touch, recognition. Every act of creation, from a painting to a planet, begins with wanting. The first humans looked at darkness and wanted light. The first lovers looked at each other and wanted closeness. The first thinker looked inward and wanted truth. Desire, in its essence, is movement, the mind reaching beyond the moment it lives in. Without it, there is no growth, but with it uncontrolled, there's no peace. There are two kinds of fire. One warms you, the other consumes you. The first kind, creative desire, inspires purpose. It turns curiosity into invention, longing into art. The second kind, a craving, refuses to rest. It says, I'll be happy when, and never stops adding dots to the end of that sentence. When desire turns into dependency, the flame grows wild. It burns everything: peace, patience, presence. But the fire itself isn't evil. It's neutral. What matters is how we hold it. There's an old story about a lantern maker. Every night he worked by candlelight, crafting lamps that burned brighter than any in the village. His neighbors admired him, but inside he was restless. If I could make one perfect flame, he thought, I would be free. So he kept refining, polishing, chasing perfection. Years passed, his workshop filled with unfinished lamps. One evening, his last candle burned low, and for the first time the workshop went dark. In that darkness, he looked up and saw the moon glowing effortlessly through his window. He smiled. Ah, I was never meant to build the perfect flame, he whispered. I was meant to see the one already shining. Every desire follows a cycle. It arises, intensifies, fulfills, and then another takes its place. We chase one horizon after another, believing peace lies there. But peace has never been at the end of wanting. It has always lived beneath it. When you watch a desire instead of obeying it blindly, it reveals its purpose. Some desires are guides, leading you toward growth. Others are distractions, replaying old wounds. Awareness is what turns craving into creativity. So how do we live with desire without being ruled by it? Like fire, it needs direction. The secret is not suppression, that only builds pressure, but transformation. To sit with your wanting until you understand what it's really asking for. Sometimes the hunger for success hides the wish to be seen. Sometimes the chase for love hides the ache to be understood. When you trace desire back to its source, it turns from demand into wisdom. The fire that once consumed you can become the light that guides others. Thank you for joining me in the fire and the fuel, desire. In the next episode, the watchmaker of time, thought and perception. We'll explore the nature of thought and perception, how the mind builds reality, and how awareness can slow the ticking of inner time. Until then, nurture your fire. Don't fight it. Don't feed it carelessly. Let it warm your world, not burn it.